Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Nicktoons, Attack of the Toybots, for the Game Boy Advance, that is. So, having gone through the first level and become slightly less wimpy, Attack is now faced with the decision of who to free from, well, this place. From their prison, I will in fact choose, actually my least favorite character to play as in the game, by a large margin, despite the fact that I've never played as Danny. Timmy! Because we're in Fairyland. World. Whoops. Oh yeah, robot fairies here are actually kind of annoying because they have projectiles. I do too! Oh darn, I actually one-shot these things too, that's nice. So I can one-shot everything now as attack. Basically. I won't be able to use a ranged attack to one-shot the normal enemies with the fairies at least, so I'll be able to get rid of most enemies here quite quickly. So I can't do anything about the water though. Ah! Whoa! So my attack animation is longer though? It's kind of weird. What's up here? Let's find out attack. There's absolutely nothing of worth. Okay, awesome. There are very few situations in which it really matters if you get your hands on that stun thing, so I don't have to concern about picking up, oops, the gems, even though I'm picking up tons of them anyways. But why didn't I do anything? Anyways, yeah, so looks like my animation for melee attacks is longer now. It is. It's actually bad. It takes longer for me to do more damage. It takes longer for me to do things after attacking anything at close range. That's a big double-edged sword there. Man, I'm not quite sure I like the upgrade I got last episode. But I don't know. Oh, and never mind that Stun Blaster just got. But I actually love, I don't know why, but I love the music that plays here in Fairy World. Aw man, I wish I could have actually hit the second bot with that second strike. I'm not attempting to do 2 strikes, it's just when I press the button once, I do both strikes. Hey. It is quite annoying. But I like the music in this level a lot. I don't care too much the music throughout most of this game, but this particular level, I just like it a ton. Oops. Let's just run through it. It kind of just makes you want to practically speedrun the entire game though. Okay, so these things. See those red things sticking out of the fronts? Those are actually boxing gloves. They can punch you out of range, and if their gloves hit you instead of just normal contact damage, they actually take 2 hearts from you instead of just 1, so they're actually quite dangerous. Ow. I like they don't even take damage from falling a long distance. It's just kind of there to say, hey, maybe you should not be falling 4 bloody meters. Why is Chucky old? Why Chucky? Why are you old? I'm not okay with that. Alright, you also use random suicide attacks for some reason. Some of these fairies. Seems like a counterproductive thing to do, especially when they miss point blank, but whatever. Am I going backwards? I am, whoops. I meant to go right, just not up and right. Attack! Oh, is that just another from another route? Looks like it is. Alright. Looks like the background here was taken straight out of the show, which is kind of cool. I tried to hit it. My hitbox is a lot bigger when I use melee than when I use my... I don't know why there are always these coil things for you to shoot when you use a tank. But my range is a lot better when I use melee than when I use the range attack. My vertical range, that is. But the problem is, if something's not in the vertical range of my range attack, then I won't do my melee attack anyways. It's a really weird dilemma. Ow. Darn it. I want to see if I can... Alright. There we go. Just wanted to get a nice melee in all of those for some reason. It's always satisfying to destroy something that annoys you a lot. By the way, I've explained before how using this attack will get rid of enemies. It does not get rid of turrets, as you can see. Which adds to the ever-growing list of things that make turrets very annoying in this game. Hey! And they're honestly more dangerous enemies, but the turrets in particular have some certain things that make them more annoying than other enemies in a lot of ways. Whoa! I didn't really touch that thing. I wonder if I'll ever get to meet Chucky. Cheerio! I'm guessing I should not be swimming over here. No. But now that we're in the second portion of the level, things should go a little bit more quickly. Especially because for some reason this particular part of the level, I like to go full blast in regards to, whoops, how quickly I just rush through everything. I don't know why that is. Especially if I was playing as a certain character with a certain power-up, actually. Oh. Hi. You're a primate thing. Alright. No, I don't need any help from that anyways. Swing and a miss. It's also gonna do everything for me. It's better to get contact damage from that thing just then than to get anything else, whatever. I didn't realize that invisibility made you completely invincible to everything, though. It's a little bit interesting. Might as well just run through with it everywhere then. Well, it probably doesn't make you invincible to attack, please! Land on your feet. That does make you invincible to no checkpoint. Those spike balls, but that aside. Okay, can I get up there? The song, though, in this level is one of those songs that starts out kind of boring. So whenever you die, because the music restarts when you respawn, whenever you die and come back, it's always boring for a minute. But then it kicks back up in a minute or two. Well, less time than that, but still. After a little bit, it kicks back up and everything's nice and full swing again. I think it's because the music in this level feels oddly energetic. And Jack is so gung-ho about this. Jack? Tap. I've been looking a lot into the Jack and Daxter games lately for some reason. I should blame that. Also, infinite enemy spawner that for some reason you can't actually destroy. I don't know what the point really is with those really short sections of the tanks, but whatever. They're fun in some odd way. So I just like doing that. Just going through some whole thing full tilt, and that enemy always kills me, by the way. It's very rare that thing does not kill me. In fact, I've literally never gone through this part without it killing me. I could have used a flash, I guess, but whatever. Ah, crap! Everything's going so smoothly, too. I got in a groove. You're off my groove! In this part, I don't think you can really... Maybe you can rush it. Huh. I thought you could rush that part. I thought you just kind of had to wait for everything. Anyhow. Go away. Speaking of rushing! Ha-ha! And now everything's slow and I'm fast. It's amazing. Well, I'm not too fast when it comes to... Like other animations are slow too and they get blown up. So, there's a catch, now that we've saved Timmy. Timmy needs to get through this place too. Not really sure why, but whatever. So, Timmy needs to have an attack. In fact, Timmy's pretty suck. I mean, he has no weapon. He has no way whatsoever of destroying turrets. In particular. He has one less heart than anybody else, which doesn't normally seem like it would matter, but that means that certain enemies will take away half his health. I guess I'll pick this thing up, and these things up over here. So, and his attack, quote-unquote, is very unreliable as well. Yes, I know he can. So I can turn to a frog. That's my special ability to move through these things. You're incredibly slow as a frog. In fact, you can't even run and jump at the same time. There's no way of being a frog that would be able to fit through the spaces. So, you might have seen earlier, but you can destroy enemies by just kind of pressing the attack button when you're in the general vicinity of an enemy. And sometimes, keyword, like I'm mashing the B button right now, cause one will turn them into furniture. Some enemies it just doesn't really seem to work with, I don't know why. Other times, it seems to take a while for it to work. I'm not entirely sure why. Because you can have multiple furniture enemies on screen most of the time at the same time. Sometimes you can't though. Sometimes you have two enemies that are really close together. You can only have one turned into furniture at any given time. It's weird. It doesn't seem consistent. I haven't been able to crack it at least. Just how it works. Okay. So I don't quite know what to make of it. But Timmy's not my guy. Go furniture? I want to be furniture. Fine. Also takes a little while to transform into that frog and back or whatever. The one thing that will always amuse me though is that pure look of determination on Timmy's face when he turns into a frog. Look at this. He is ready. He is ready to become a frog. Let's go! Frog! I'm up to... Hell, what else wasted? I was wondering if I could get inside this as a frog. You can, in fact, also this thing shoots bouncy like bomb things, I don't know why. You can also swim as a frog, if you're wondering. You cannot dive as a frog, but you can swim as a frog. What are you doing? Not sure why I'm destroying something that poses no threat to me since it's not actually attacking me, but whatever. Oh, I nearly touched something that killed me. Oh. See, Timmy even lands on his feet, but he's dazed anyways. It's a very odd way to approach things. And I'm ready to just get through this level. Mostly just by running through it at breakneck speed, with a little regard for human life. More frog life, let's go! Alright, frog life over. Ah. So I need to be especially aware of some certain enemies. For example... Also, yeah. You turning into a frog can get interrupted by you getting hit, which is annoying. But certain enemies, like for example that thing below me, those things tend to not want to turn into, oh, let me go up there. Sometimes they'll turn into furniture, they tend not to want to, I don't know why. Also, once you turn into a frog, you lose invisibility, which is quite annoying. Because it would be nice to get through this part as an invincible Timmy, but whatever. So many things to say about Timmy, and how, for some reason, just can't really do much about some enemies. Hi, Frida! Frida Kahlo. Also, sometimes I notice that, oops. Oh yeah! Mercy invincibility! Yay, I got to avoid damage. Sometimes I notice if you find a character and then walk away and walk back, they're just gone. I think the implication is that you're supposed to be saving them or something. I don't know. But it's just something to see. I don't quite understand the origin of. I'll tell you what to make of it. But if an enemy can take away half your health in one blow, and you can't... So, for example, I can only turn one of those robots right there into furniture at a time, and I don't know why. But if an enemy can take away half your health in one go, and half the time you have, whoops, absolutely no way of harming them at all, they end up becoming a little imposing. So for some reason, it just feels like I've gone through this part so many times before. Just the way I jumped through it in a very specific way. I've only been through it 3 times. Also, there's a decent delay on turning things into furniture, what have yous, after you press the button. So you have to put up with things sometimes hitting you despite you having reacted in time, just because Cosmo Wonder is slow. Boom! I guess I get health from these things that spawn infinitely. Haha! Ow. And how much do we have left over here? Ow. Of course, I see I still get hit by the time I actually manage to do something about the thing, but whatever. There's still a decent amount of level left, but I'm okay with that. Aha! You will not get me today, fairy! Even with your projectile, it is still following me at an alarming distance. This piece just inspires me to go great distances and do great things. That'll be an inspiration. Double jump. Like how they threaten you with instant death if you just mess up that little double jump right there a little bit. Where all you're actually trying to get is a singular gem thing. Anyways. So now we get to fight the boss. Since we got everybody through here. So we start off with Tack, because we chose him first. I mean, what have they done to you? You saw him. He's here. You've been helping him. Thanks. Hey, I do melee. Wait, no, you take normal damage from melee. That is annoying. And you take normal damage from a range attack too, which is kind of cool. That aside, it's annoying in some certain ways. Because I'm vulnerable. Because you do so much damage. No, not because you do so much damage. I'm vulnerable because I have longer attack. Am I not actually hurting you? I just need some extra health from this thing. There we go. See, now it's taking damage. It's pretty weird. Actually, I don't think I can even hurt it now. Yeah, see, now it's headless, which is odd, and since Sparks Arrow, that actually hurt you too. But if you touch that sign, like, it doesn't even look like a control panel, but that weird thing over there, this thing I'm touching right now, or next to right now at least, it'll go down to the water, and that's how you actually have to damage the headless Timmy thing, by dropping it into the water. But if I was to die as Tack right now, what would end up happening would be, it would tell me to choose someone else to play as, and then I would promptly, come on, resume the fight as, come on, as Timmy, because he's the only one I can choose. And the robot would have the same health remaining and everything. So I think if I run out of characters to play as, then the whole fight restarts, and the boss is at full health again. I'm not entirely sure though, since I haven't done it myself. Made by Professor Clam Stamp. Oh great. Generally speaking, if it says made by person, it was in fact made by person. But I can only be so sure of that one. But who cares? Yay! Power Spirit. Oh, I can move in. Oh, that's actually really nice. Because that speed boost is really cool. Because you basically now have a permanent speed boost. In fact, it's kind of weird, but speed boosts don't actually do anything anymore now. I basically just run as if I always have a speed boost power up, which is really cool. It feels nice having that speed. But the problem is, only Tack has that. Everybody else I play as is going to be slow. But whatever. I do want to see, though, just how different abilities are. And I kind of want to press start just to try to see what will happen if... Or I kind of want to press start just to see what my abilities I have right now, but I think I'm going to end up selecting somebody if I press start. So I'll just have to wait and see who I'm going to end up choosing. Actually, I believe I know how... Yes, I know who I'm going to choose next. Am I? Or do I? Yes, I know who I'm going to choose next. But, despite that, if I do remember who I'm going to choose next, which I think I do. I do. Okay. But anyways, that will be for next episode, because it's been 20 minutes, and I don't have anywhere near enough time to play another level in this one episode, because I'll have to play through it 3 times. So, having said that, see you guys next time, next episode. Let's play Nicktoons Attack the Toybots for the Game Boy, where you get to see good old Danny. In fact, I'll be playing as Danny for the first time, too. He's the only character I haven't played as yet. I look forward to it, because he's always my favorite to play as in these games. Almost always. He was my favorite in the original. I'll have to see if he is now. See you then, guys! Goodbye.